Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise with rationality. I rise with common sense. I rise in support of West Virginia. The gentleman from the 7th, the gentleman from the 5th, they spoke about we the people. And that has resonated with me today. In droves, people of West Virginia have spoke out against this. So many times in this body, we forget that it is not about me, it's about we. We're sitting here to represent people. And over 85% of West Virginians are against this piece of legislation before us today. And what I aim to do is talk about what it is and what it isn't. This piece of legislation will weaken childhood immunizations. This piece of legislation will hurt kids. It will take us from first to worst. This whole thing got started several years ago with the pandemic, let's be honest. This is not about COVID vaccines. This is about how can we still lead the country in protecting our kids. Today we've heard about several things. Appreciate my gentlelady from Kanawha. Spoke about immunizations from a historical lens. We heard about personal stories from the gentleman from Morgantown, as a fellow Rotarian, from the other gentleman from Morgantown. Also, the other lady from the 81st, about the dangers to pregnant women that this could potentially cause. But what it also represents today, this piece of legislation, it's a fork in the road. It's a fork in the road for us as people. A good friend of mine about a week ago recommended a book to me, The Death of Expertise, The Campaign Against Established Knowledge and Why It Matters. We've seen a growing phenomenon in our country it talks about the rise of expert opinions. We got everybody running to the internet, social media, thinking that they're experts now. It's causing a lot of confusion out there. It's leading to the erosion of trust, going against knowledge, information that we know is fact. It speaks about the need for critical thinking. Again, we've heard it from several speakers today of what has happened in Texas and outbreaks. We need to learn from that. We need to take heed. We also know that we have been guided by public health officials, physicians, on what it means and how the protections come across for childhood immunizations and the dangers if we roll those back. In our state, very rural, we've also learned that with our youngins, our 2-year-olds, we have low rates immunization. But they're incentivized when they do go to our public schools. And then it exponentially rises. So much so that, again, we lead the country in that. And for a state such as ours, where it sits at economically, it has catapulted us into otherwise being healthy and happy. And we have to maintain that. Also spoke about today, the Constitution. And I think it's very important that we all know that we provide a thorough and efficient system of free schools. And if this piece of legislation were to pass, we're not going to be able to do that. Kids will be in and out because of sickness. And we can ill afford that right now in the state of West Virginia. And so I will wrap it up and leave you with this. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plan I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Friends, do not tread on our children. Thank you.
Delegate from the 4th.